Hi there. So I'm currently in the middle of a Marquetry project, and I don't normally post a video until I'm finished. However, I've been asked quite a few times now how I go about doing my hot sand shading for the Marquetry, and I thought I'd show you guys. So it's quite a simple setup. Um, Electric hot plate oven, frying pan, and some silver sand from the local garden centre. It's ultra fine, but it seems to work really well. The first project I did with hot sand shading, it was the Vitruvian Man picture for the front of the Vinci Cabinet, and what I found with that is because it was such a large amount of small intricate pieces, I cut them all first and then I did the shading afterwards. The problem I had with that was obviously the veneer is very thin and small pieces, and they shrink very quickly with the heat, so actually putting the picture back together afterwards took a long time. So what I did with this one, this I hope you can see is going to be Da Vinci's self-portrait, was I hot sand shaded first and then cut out the pieces so that any shrinkage had happened before. This piece is for a tabletop. The next part of this piece is to add Da Vinci's design of his air screw, argumentally the first design of a helicopter. I use ultrafine silver sand from the local garden centre, and once it's up to temperature, you can test that just by dipping pieces in. You can see how well it's doing temperature wise. You see the smoke, it's doing its work. It's very hot. So what we do is we take the piece we want to shade. It's going to bow. It's going to cup with the grain as wood would cup. So keep your hands clear. Take a sweep from underneath and lay it a sprinkle over the top. This takes a little bit of time. You'll see the smoke coming off it already, but you just need to be patient. What we don't want to do is overcook this, because then it becomes very brittle and you can't really use it, especially if you want to cut it afterwards. There you go, that one went pretty quick. So all I'm doing is trying to create a pretty well shaded flat piece of veneer that I can then cut the individual shapes out that I need. So we'll just let that go. This can come through as quite patchy. I'm assuming it's different parts of the wood react differently and they burn at different temperatures and different rates. Okay, so as you can see, it's now shaded, and I can now use that to cut the pieces out, which I'll show you next. So the next part of this is to do Da Vinci's air screw. Now I've put this onto, print it out onto tracing paper. This picture is taken from a photo that I took when I visited and looked at all his work in the Louvre last year. So I know this is an accurate picture. I've just blown it up in Photoshop, got rid of the background, and printed it on tracing paper. So I'm going to use this piece of quilted maple veneer. In the background here you'll see that there's Da Vinci used to draw a lot of lines behind his drawings to give them some sort of depth. What I'm going to try and do is use the straight grain on this maple to replicate that. First thing I need to do is tape a piece of veneer in place. Then take the drawing. I've got the lines in the background that I want to try and line up. And I'll put this on the piece of veneer Move it around until the grain lines up with these lines, like so. And then we stick that down and insert a piece of copy paper, lay it down, and fix it down in place. What we then do, sharpen your pencil. All we do is trace the drawing onto the veneer itself. And then remove it, have a check, see if you've missed anything. If you have, lay it back down again and draw it in. Have another check. This can always be put back in at a later date, but to make sure you get it back in the right place, where's my ruler? The best thing to do, I found, is to give yourself some visual markers, as you'll see here. Just a cross. 2 crosses is much better than 1, meaning that each time you put this back over, if you need to remark your design, it's easily done. There we go. Now, next time when we need to put this back on, we line up with our 2 crosses and we're done. So, take that off. And then it's a case of working out which order you want to do this in. Personally, depending on the design, some of them I start from the outside. Da Vinci's self-portrait, I started from the outside and I worked in. With this design, I think I'm going to start from the centre post and put everything on afterwards. So the first piece we need to cut is from a shaded piece, and we want to cut the centre post. So the first thing we're going to do is tape up the back of both of these pieces. This tape, Tessa tape, I can't rave about it enough. It's multiple use. Use it once, peel it off, and you can just put it back on again. I find I can get at least 2 or 3, as long as the veneer is clean, I can get at least 2 or 3 goes each time. Come on. Okay. This one. All this does is, because we're cutting this on the scroll saw, I'm using the finest blade I can with the scroll saw. This just protects the veneer. It stops it breaking out as much. You do get some breakout, but very little if you keep tape on the back of at least both surfaces. Just trim that off. So we've got both of our pieces. Now what we need to do is get a small piece of tape on the back of this piece, just so when we have it in the right position, we can stick it on straight away. And what we're going to do is we're going to hold this up to the light, and I'm going to line this up as I feel appropriate by looking through, and when it's in a position I feel I'm happy with, I will then stick it in place. So I'll do that now. So that's there. I'm going to stick this down like so, flip it over and fix it down. This is really important, you don't want this moving around. Okay, turn it over. Now, as I said, we're going to cut this piece, and what we have to remember is there's pieces that we're going to cut afterwards, so we can start in here and it doesn't matter if we make a hash of it because we're going to replace this with the base then. So what I'm going to do though is, because of these, it's quite a fine point, I'm actually going to start at the top, and we're using a double bevel technique on the scroll saw. So I'm going to firstly push a blade through at the start. As you can see, it's through. Okay, and we're going to thread our scroll saw blade through there. Okay, so we're all set up on the scroll saw. Blade's tensioned, and we're at about, I believe, 16 degrees. This gives us the double bevel that we require, and I found it's the best angle for this size blade. It's a 2.0 Pegas blade. I think the best way to show you, okay, that's what I'm using. Very, very thin blades. Very important when you cut this that you go in the correct direction, because of the angle that we're at, the 16 or 17 degrees. We want to keep the top of the blade pointing into the centre of the piece we're cutting out at all times. If we don't, the bevels won't match. So what we do is we hold it down nice and firmly, start the saw. Okay, so we've gone around the entire piece. We turned round at the bottom because it doesn't matter, we'll be changing that piece later. And now we can take it off the scroll saw. Loosen off, tension off, lift out. Okay, now we're back from the scroll saw. What we want to do is remove this top part. Pull it out the back, look. There we go. And this new piece that we've cut, make sure the tape is separated. And then push it through. Then what you can do is peel this off. And you'll find that your piece will fit really well. So what we're going to do, we're going to leave it face down. And we are going to tape it in place. Okay. What we find is we've now got that piece nicely sat in place. And what we need to do now is draw our diagram back on. So normally around this point I start taping up the front as well. That gives us the ability to draw over and not end up putting too much pencil on the actual veneer itself. Just means it's less sanding at the end. So come off of there, come off of there. Let's put this back down. It's just protection for it. Cut those off, trim these all off. And before you ask this, I do go through a huge amount of this tape when I'm doing marquetry. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. Let's just fix this back down again. Get our picture. Line up our crosses. Like so. Stick it down. Carbon copy back under. Stick it down again, and then what we need to do is just redraw in our drawing where we've cut through. So around there, and there, 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 and there. Like so. So we're now back to the start again. We choose our next piece, and we repeat the process. It's time consuming, but it's very rewarding. I hope you've enjoyed this. I will post a video of the table once it's finally finished. It'd really help if you share, like and subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you very much.